ORV is about a web novel that became real, right? Actually, ORV itself started as a web novel. It's very popular in the South Korean web novel reader community that it had exceeded 26 million views. It's originally published by Moonpya last January 6, 2018. The web novel ended last February 2, 2020. The date when it ended is pretty cool, isn't it? There are a total of 5 volumes comprising of over 500 chapters plus a 5-part epilogue. It's not officially considered as completed yet. It's unclear why, but possibly there will be some side stories in the future. By the way, the English version is available in WebNovel. A number of chapters can be read for free, while the rest you can read by purchasing coins or by acquiring passes, which you can actually attain for free. ORV is written by Singshong or Singshong. The creator isn't really just one person, but they're actually a married couple. There's a transcripted interview with the creators in Moonpya's website, and it has revealed that writing ORV began in the summer of 2017, when one of the creators, particularly Shing, suddenly thought of writing something that is related to a reader. It started with these 3 lines about Kim Dokje's name. Then, the prologue and the first episode were quickly completed afterwards. Actually, the themes in ORV were something Shing had been thinking about for 8 years. Yes, 8 years. Writing ORV went through some failures and a lot of research. There had been people who helped the creators too. And thanks to their hard work, we now have this masterpiece. The Korean web novel is also available in ebook format. The first part, which consists of 8 volumes, was released by Moonpya last March 2021. Then later, it's also being released by NAVER. The creators said that there had been revisions on the ebook version, like changes on the sentences, but the overall direction and themes of the story remain unchanged. By the way, in commemoration of the first ebook's release, there's been a fundraising project that has a goal to be capable of doing a mass production of ORV action figures. It's a collaboration between Moonpya and 357 Partment. The project started last June 2021, then ended around a month after. I'm not sure how it works, but it looks like you can sponsor or donate for the project. If you donate a particular amount, you can select the gift you want. The gifts that you can get include the handmade Kim Dokje art figure, the secret ticket, and a t-shirt. The second ebook, which has been released this September 2021, also features some goodies. This time, a Yoo Jung-hyuk action figure and a pretty cool bookmark. Yoo Jung-hyuk's pose over here looks similar to this web novel cover, right? I suppose we can guess who will be on the next release. Regarding the physical copies of the novel, the first printed copies of ORV are in Mandarin instead of its original language. They were released by Interstellar Publishing in Taiwan. The first 2 volumes were available for pre-order starting last June 2021. And there are lots of exclusive goodies along with it. There was also an event wherein the lucky fan in a special draw can win an autograph from the original Korean authors that is signed on an acrylic illustration drawn by the original illustrator of the Korean web novel, which is Black Box. But of course, there are plans to release the physical novel in Korean as well, and it has been announced since 2019. They should be available this 2021, and I've heard it's planned to be released by December 2021. Recently, there's also news that it's going to be available in Thai too, and it shall be released by Levon Publishing. Or maybe this is actually an ebook and not a printed copy. I'm not sure, so to Thai fans out there, please help confirm. Now, for the million-dollar question, is there going to be an English version of the physical novel? Well, unfortunately, there's no confirmed news about it yet. But let's stay positive and who knows, it might come sooner than we expected. ORV's popularity skyrocketed when its Webtoon adaptation was launched. It was trending in South Korea on the few days of its first release last May 2020. It is being published by NAVER in Korean and by Line Webtoon in English and other languages. It is adapted by Umi and illustrated by Sleepy C of REDICE Studios. The first 2 volumes of the physical copy of the manhwa or Korean comic book had been released last December 2020 by A Tempo Media. The 3rd volume, which was released last July 2021, had a special edition containing some additional goodies. Most likely, the succeeding volumes will have something similar. Thanks to the success of the manhwa adaptation, the web novel became so popular that there had been over 10 billion won of accumulated earnings. And in just 2 months after the Webtoon's launch, the web novel sales already surpassed the sales from before the Webtoon was launched. It's a relief when it was revealed that 70% of the profit is given to the creators. We know they deserve it, and they deserve even more. To show your support, please make sure to read in official platforms and to hit the like button on your favorite chapters. Anyway, although the web novel has ended, the Webtoon still has around 8 to 9 years of serialization left. Remember, the novel has hundreds of chapters, and as of September 2021, the Webtoon, which is being released on a weekly basis, hasn't even reached the 100 chapter count yet. Before ORV, Singshong had written the web novel entitled The World After the Apocalypse, which is alternatively translated as The World After the Fall. In case you haven't noticed, while reading the webtoon, it was the web novel which Dokjo was reading at the subway after finishing TWSA. The ORV author's name is even shown there too. Like ORV, the English version of the novel can also be read in web novel. For certain, it should be available in its original language, but I just haven't found it yet. No idea if it's available in other languages. REDICE Studio handles the artwork in the ORV webtoon. If you find the art style in ORV very familiar, then it's no surprise since this studio handled the artwork of many other comics, some in Korean, while some are in Japanese even. Yes, as in manga. Here are their webtoon works that are featured in their website. Many of them appear to be under the fantasy, action, or romance genre. So, we have, of course, our beloved. It's not easy to recognize because it looks so dark, but this is actually Kim Dokja. Many of them are available in English. Putting aside ORV, I found some of them in Tapas, while the others in Tapitoon. Of course, that's not all of their works. There are plenty of other comics credited to REDICE Studio. One of them even featured ORV. This has been spotted on the 7th episode of the webtoon entitled The Nuna at Our Office. Last September 2019, it has been announced that ORV will be adapted on screen. There shall be a 5-part live-action South Korean film, but it was not revealed until what chapter of the novel each movie installment is going to cover. Anyway, regarding the staff and organizations behind it, the film production is handled by REDICE Pictures, which also produced these 2 movies. I've heard ORV's director shall be the same. I've also read somewhere that there had been an agreement with the production company which handled the special effects for the Avengers movie. Unfortunately, there is no movie release date yet. No cast announcement yet either. According to the creators, there are plans to have a TV drama series adaptation with some overseas production companies, but no details announced yet. Some sources had revealed about ORV having a game and an anime adaptation too. Unfortunately, there are no further details about these other adaptations yet. Hopefully, we get more details soon. Some episodes in the webtoon have Dokja, sometimes with other characters, do advertisements. Sadly, they were no longer available when I checked again, and I don't know why. But anyway, first we had an advertisement for the mobile game Summoner's War. There was another ad for the same game series called Summoner's War Lost Centuria. Kim Dokja also promoted the popular mobile game called Genshin Impact. You think his promotions are limited to games? Well, he actually advertised a movie too. Its title is The Cursed, Dead Man's Prey. It's a thriller film released in South Korea last July 2021. It's a sequel to the drama series entitled, The Cursed. Lastly, Kim Dokja has also endorsed a phone, particularly Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, which was released last August 2021. This guy is such a celebrity. What else could he be endorsing in the future? Alright, I hope I had somehow helped you discover new information related to ORV. The compiled facts shared in this video are from various sources. I did research and many of them I learned from the ORV Wiki and from the generous fans in social media. I'll share links in the description section and will pin comments that might be interesting to other viewers looking for ORV facts. Of course, there are plenty of fans who are way more knowledgeable than me when it comes to ORV related information. So I won't be surprised if you already know all of them. So if I misinterpreted or missed something, feel free to mention in the comments. But please avoid mentioning ORV trivia that can lead to spoilers to webtoon readers. There are many other ORV facts and trivia to share. like those that are related to the ORV fandom and the ORV universe itself. So, for more videos like this, I would appreciate likes, shares, and subscriptions. Thanks!